Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Don't ask what's so good about the morning. I don't know. We just say good morning. Oh, what is that? I don't know. Looks like humans. Oh, it's just trees. Okay, today is an exciting day because this is the first. Okay, I woke up so early that it still looks like night, dusk. I think dusk is night and dawn is morning. Huh? I'll be with you from dusk till dawn. Yeah, I'll be with you from night till morning. Not the other way around, I guess. Yeah, so it looks like dusk, but it's dawn. It's morning now. Woke up really early because I need to get there in time for this tech talk thingy that they are now doing on Tuesday. Yeah. Don't get me started about work. Anyway, yeah, so this is the ultimate test. Ultimate. Born Ultimatum, the movie. I just thought about that. This is the ultimate test. This is the ultimate test for the camera. Let's see if she can see in the night. I wonder how the footage is gonna be looking. Why is there so much traffic? I was expecting the roads to be empty. Why are people waking up so early? I've got a meeting to catch, and now I'm standing in traffic. What do I do? Oh, I didn't know that the world woke up this early. Oh, and there's even runners. Oh my God. Most others were sleeping. They toiled in the night. That's a lie. That's not how you get rich. By waking up early and working hard when other people are sleeping. No. Ugh. I wasn't expecting this much traffic, but let's play ball. Let's play ball. Yeah, let's work with what we have. So I'm actually a little bit late, even though it's still night time-ish. I have to cover 45 kilometers. I need to get there in exactly, I think 45 minutes. I need to get there in exactly 45 minutes. So, let's go on a ride. Okay, I see a biker here. He is being adventurous and is going on the white line. I'm going to be a little more conservative. I'm gonna keep it classy. Keep things classy. Stay in my lane, follow a car. Hopefully traffic speeds up. And when the intersection with is it an exit? The exit onto the N2 freeway, I hope that won't be crowded because it's so early in the morning. And then after that, it's game over. We just cruise all the way up the other freeway and straight to work. So I just need to conquer this highway. All I can see is red lights. What should I do? If I get on are people awake yet? Like, are the drivers alert enough? If I get on the white line, do I have to be extra alert, or I usually do the white line, but not at night like this. I feel like people are still a little bit sleepy. So there might be some carelessness, and then I might get hit. And that's no way to spend a Tuesday morning. Actually, I don't need to get on the white line because traffic is moving. So let's just keep up with the traffic. Okay, anyway, it's story time. What do I have to tell? Okay, there is something that happened. So this weekend, I went camping with my sister and her friends. Okay. And on our way to the camp, we had an interesting conversation. So, well, I was shocked. Not really. I mean, I had this had been a long time coming. How do I even start this topic? Is this even stuff that I should be talking about on this channel? I don't know. Should I? Should I spill? Should I not? Uh, uh, okay, fine. Since I'm the reporter of the article, I'm going to speak from an angle that best suits my needs. An angle that will make me look like the good guy, or an angle that is not too vulnerable. In other words, I'm going to dress up the story and make it a little more appealing than it actually was, so as to not look like exactly how I looked when when the conversation was happening. Okay, so you know about the sparks the sparks from the movies. Okay, especially Netflix romance, even Hallmark, the sparks. Why am I talking about this? I need to cut this out of the video. I cannot be rambling about this. No. Okay. Well, I think I have to, because this is what the channel is for. Okay, we're talking about romance and relationships, and it turns out that my sister and her friends, they do feel the sparks. Like, they could literally just kiss a stranger and it would be fine. It would work. And Love Island, how Love Island is, all the sexual tension and all that. Yeah, they feel all those things. I don't get to feel that. I don't know why. But bottom line is, I was coming from the angle that asexuality is actually a weakness, because at the end of the day, like in the dating world, people expect you to put out. Now, if you don't know how to follow through, if you can't follow through, then how are you even supposed to play the game? You can't. There's no room. What am I talking about? I'm so ashamed of myself. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? I think it's time. It's time to exploit the privileges of being a motorcycle and tackle the white line. What do you want to do, Mercedes? You want to get in my way? Screw you! And I beat you. Oh my God, I got carried away. I'm going too fast. My motorcycle cannot handle the speeds that I'm going in, and I'm busy out there overtaking a Suzuki Swift. Yo! I almost got involved in an accident. You see that? So I was on the white line, and then the driver just decided to lean closer onto the white line, and I had nowhere to go. So I had to make a quick little swerve and overtake the car in front of me. Had there not been any space in front of the car that was beside me, the Suzuki Swift, had there been a car there, I wouldn't have had anywhere to go. So I would have had no choice but to try and shimmy my way through the white line and go even faster. But that wouldn't be able to happen because I was at the top, I was at top speed for this vehicle. Oh, we dodged a bullet. Somebody greeted me. I love it when a person on a motorcycle waves at you or says hello. It just makes you feel part of the family. Yeah, I guess it's a family. It's definitely a family. Oh, okay, so hot take. Being asexual is not a weakness. Objectively speaking. I know that. No STIs, no unplanned pregnancies. Yeah, but at the same time, every person I've ever met was an ace. So they did expect me to put out, but then I couldn't. I couldn't. And it just didn't work. It just doesn't work. It just doesn't work. They pressure you, right? And then you don't put out still. And if you're coming from from some of these cultures, then they shame you for not putting out, and then but you can't put out. Like, no amount of shame is gonna make me put out. Okay, I just don't have any action, and I'm not going to do it. I do not want to do it. I will not do it. And then that's how the relationship ends. So at the end of the day, you end up not putting yourself out there that much because of past experiences, because you feel like, because I can't say because because nobody knows the future, but in the past things have reached a point where you were expected to put out. At the same time, imagine just saying it, starting off the relationship with a disclaimer: hello, I don't have any action, so if you want to get laid, if getting laid is a big one for you, then I guess me and you cannot be together. I mean, I don't see what would be so wrong about that, but I've just never done that before. Then there's always, I don't know if this is a common asexual argument / debate that happens in your head, where you think that, well, maybe you're not ace, maybe you just haven't met the one, but you keep on meeting people and you still don't want to have sex with them. But then you don't want to identify as ace because, I don't know, you haven't met enough people to know, but you kind of know. And then sometimes I think that, well, just because I don't have sexual attraction doesn't mean I can't, engage. So I could literally, the same way that I hate running, but I still go out and run, the same way that I could operate in sex as a workout. But that's not, it's not fun. And why should I even do? This vlog is not gonna see the light of day. It just can't. Like, these thoughts are too messy, too all over the place, too unfiltered. These thoughts are just not cool enough. This is not polished. No, there's no way in what was the town where SpongeBob resided? There's no way in what's that underwater town? SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants, SpongeBob SquarePants. Where is the classic rap? Come on, guys. Help a friend. I need to remember the town. I think it was no, it didn't start with a B. Bikini. Yes, there's no way in the whole of Bikini Bottom I forgot what I wanted to swear by. I forgot what I wanted to swear about. What I wanted to swear in Bikini Bottom swearing language. I forgot. Anyway. What? I forgot what I was talking about. Short-term memory. I've got short-term memory loss. Finding Dory. My name's Dory, and I'm looking for my parents. I have short-term memory loss. How do you remember that you have short-term memory loss? Well, because I can never remember anything, so I work it out backwards. Must be hard to have to work out what happened by thinking backwards and connecting the dots, because you can't remember. Dory. Anyway, we're talking about asexuality. Yeah, sometimes I don't actually want to identify as ace because I still think I haven't met the one, or the people that I'm attracted to, the people that I want to, whose clothes I want to rip off. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't figured it out. Have you figured it out? This all came up when I was now like, when you go to university, when you go, I didn't almost smash into those cars, but that was some heartbreaking I did right there. It all starts when you see people kissing. And you see people getting laid on Netflix. Ha! Yeah. And everybody is so excited about yeah, about porn and the sexy bodies are coming up. Some bodies are now being referred to as sexy. And then you realize that, oh no, you don't, it, nothing happens, nothing like, you don't want to rip off John Cena's clothes, you don't want to rip off anyone's clothes. You would never do that. There's no inclination to do that. And then you're like, well, I guess I just don't like them enough. Then your sister says, you know what? You might be ace. And you're like, no way, I'm straight. And the only thing that scares you in the dating stuff is being pressured and forced to engage in sexual activities that when you just don't want to put out, when you just can't. It's what scares me the most. In fact, most people, like, when we were still in high school, most people didn't engage. We're wary about engaging in intercourse because of the babies, unplanned pregnancies. Pregnancy, my ass, I didn't even get there. I didn't even think about the P word. I was more focused on the act. I just couldn't wrap my head around doing it. It wasn't enticing. Well, anyway, and the toxic thing is that I think this is something that I will grow out of. I don't know. Maybe I just need to go to a bar and kiss a random stranger. Speaking of chemistry, I am capable of liking people, but I don't want to rip off their clothes. Okay, I just want to spend time with them, and joke and talk, banter, gossip, conspiracy theories, adventures. So many rocks to climb and oceans to cross in boats and ships. That's what I want to do. I love that motorcycle. I really want one like that, but it's a little too expensive, so I am willing to settle for the 250cc Suzuki street bike, I think. Yeah, definitely the street one. Well, anyway, that's a story for another day. I'm not getting a new bike any time soon. There are many factors to consider. These big bikes use up more fuel, and I love my baby because the fuel, it's so economic. The fuel consumption of this bike is really good. I don't even have to think about gas. Yeah. But probably in 2027, we'll definitely need to get something faster, because I do love speed. I do love speed, but I'm not it's not something that I can't live without. Something I really, really, really need. I would love a little more speed, a little more takeoff, a little more noise too would be great. Would be fine. But these are not obsessions. Why are you so obsessed with me? Yeah. Oh. Yeah. And so it really excites me, or it amazes me, or I am enamored by the fact that my sister feels all the sexual chemistry and stuff. And I love to hear all the stories about, what happened where, with who, and how. It must be great. It must be great to feel the chemistry. But I think I am capable of feeling the chemistry. It's just very rare. Very, very rare. Yeah, very rare. The year is almost over, and it doesn't happen. I don't have a crush on any movie star. No. Never, never really. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't go to the kissing booth. No. Yeah. I remember the other day, I told this guy that my love language was friendship. Oh my God, how the tables turned. Ah, he was so disgusted. Just very irritated. I didn't know by what exactly, but it is what it is. As if something is broken. Nothing is broken. I can taste food and smell smells. Isn't that all you need to function? I don't know. I don't know. And sometimes you wonder if you're actually asexual, if you're like a slow burger, but asexuality exists on a spectrum. It does. I don't know. What's that? What do you think? Do you think that asexuality is a weakness? In today's world, in the hyper sexualized, sexy. Show me what you got. Hey, are you with it? With it? With it? With it? What you acting shy for? Just give me you. Just give me you. Just give me you. That's all I want to do. I forgot the lyrics. I forgot whatever. I had it just because I like it. Like it a little rough. Ah, even the music is very, it's very sexual. Sex is fun. People enjoy it. It's the talk of the town. Not really the talk of the town, but it's very ingrained in our humanity. And then you just find out that that functionality somehow is missing from your operating software. What are you supposed to do? You tell me. Maybe I just need to reboot and check my recycle bin. Maybe it somehow got checked in there. Yeah, I need to restore some old files. Yeah, that's exactly what I need to do. Yeah. Or I need to upgrade. How do you upgrade the software? By exploring, by pushing past your limits. Oh, no. Getting laid is one of those things that you don't want to do if you don't feel like it. You shouldn't. It's just not. No. Anyway, to be frank, I did choose Frank. Okay, to be Josh, no, I feel Jonathan. To be Jonathan about this, to be frank about all this, I don't really know what I'm talking about, but I don't know if I managed to express it, properly, because I also haven't processed it. This is still the data. It hasn't been processed into information, and I just gave you the data. I don't think many will relate, because all my friends are, they're sexy motherfuckers. Sexy motherfuckers. I'm looking at you. Do me like you do. You know it's on. It's happening. If you know, you know what's up. Yeah. Or just horny and excited to get laid. Where is my piece of the excitement? Yeah. Anyway, so what do I see when I look at a person? What do I see? I see their face. In fact, the thing that intrigues me is the brain. I want to hear what you have to say. Say something. Let's see how your brain works. Are you a funny person? Are you scattered? You know, are you a criminal mastermind disguised as a regular human in the modern day world? Are you greedy? Do you love money? Are you broke? But do you think that you're a joke? You know, yeah. Listening to people talk is really fun. It's fun. Or seeing the way that they behave. Okay, I see you. Scandalous. Hiding away the good wine at the work function so that people don't see it. Or when you see someone in the supermarket they see something they like, but they don't have money that day. So I conclude, because I see them putting it at the back, so that nobody finds it. Well, the people who work in the shops, they reorganize everything and put it in order of size. So you can't hide your thing forever. Yeah, that's what excites me. Stamina, spontaneity, real action. Like I love good dancing. Wasn't it just last week when I was telling you about the hell of a man? He was a hell of a man because he was funny. He was comfortable in his own skin. He enjoyed what he was doing. He's dancing. He wasn't ashamed to show the world what he could do. Prove to them he had the moves. I don't know about you, but I feel better when I'm dancing. Yeah. Better when I'm dancing. Yeah. We can do this together. I don't know the rest of the lyrics. Anyway, yeah. That's why to me he was a hell of a man, because of all those things, all that comes into play. Are you a negative person? Are you optimistic? What's your view on the world? Do you think you know everything? People who think they know everything, very unattractive. It's like the equivalent in the sex world, or in the like sexual people world. Being negative is like maybe having a small penis. I know, I've heard that's very unappealing. I don't know. Is it? I don't know. Yeah. So at the end of the day, that's the texture that the asexual people operate on. Can you spend a lot of time sitting in silence with this person? Is way more important than if they can do a French kiss, because you don't have action, you don't have game. Some asexual people do enjoy kissing. Nice, good for you. Maybe one of these days I'm gonna get a good one. Who knows what the future holds? And that's the good thing about life. We don't know what's going to happen. I feel like that's a good thing. We don't know. We wake up looking forward to tomorrow. That's if we're not in depression. Because when you're depressed, don't get me started. We have another chat specifically about my depressive days, or the days when I feel I'm depressed. I don't know if it's not clinically. I don't know if it's clinically correct to declare yourself depressed. For a week or something. I guess depression is a condition, but you know what I mean? When you're really down bad, not down bad for a man or something, like down and under, not doing well, under the weather. Yeah, that's an episode for another day. Today we're talking about the texture of the romance and dating from the asexual perspective. Yeah, it's basically a soul level connection. I don't know if I went too deep, but at the end of the day, you're more after the person than their private parts or their action, because you don't have action. Someone you can sit in silence with, and it's not and it not being awkward. Someone open-minded. No pressure. You know that if you give them a hug, it's not going to all of a sudden turn into a smooch, and then all of a sudden, oh, we're in bed, oh, round 16. No, you can't be with someone like that. It's not going to work because you can't put out. Yeah. You just end up being single with many friends, and then the question arises then, oh, what's the difference between a friend and someone you're dating in the asexual perspective? Well, you do stuff with friends, but then that's for the person you're dating. You're gonna build your life around them. You care how their day went. You care about the job that they applied for. You care about their dreams. They are trying to do something new. You care about that. You hope that they succeed. And when they said you want to be there, when they're happy, you want to be there. And you go on adventures together. You do ordinary things together. That's basically the relationship. There's no, you're not chasing any high. You're not chasing any. It's driven by comfort, peace. You're gonna be peaceful around this person. It's not and yeah, they can be excitement because, by the way, I'm really adventurous. Let's jump off the edge of a cliff or something. Not for suicidal purposes, but for bungee jumping. Anyway, yeah, so that's the kind of excitement that's going to be there. Not the excitement to touch their boobs. Oh, police. Yeah. Inside jokes. Being present. Each and every single thing. Most you like it. It's very yeah. I feel like then the asexual community. Hey, look at me, I'm distancing myself. Let me just refer to the situation as the ace community. Okay, people like me. Oh, we end up being very observant. Like, we know the tiny details about the person that we like. We know how they like their coffee, what they do when they're nervous. We can even tell when they're angry before they have an outburst. You can tell if they had a bad day at work. Beautiful motorcycle. Yeah. Oh, okay. I didn't notice that it was now getting lighter because I was so busy rambling. Anyway, we have arrived. We're almost at work. Nice chat. Yeah, you notice their shoelaces, how they tie their shoes, all the weird stuff. How they always wink on the left eye when they're about to say something offbeat and rude. Yeah. That's how it goes. A day in the life of a person who is not very sexual. Bye guys. Nice having you. Don't have a good day. Have a great day. And the quote of the day. Okay, I'm gonna make up a quote because I don't know any quotes from the top of my head. So I think today we should move with the agenda that life is not something that you think, it's something that you do. So you need to do your way out of things. You cannot think your way out of a problem. You do your way. You get out of bed, you shower, you take a walk. You cannot think your way out of stress and depression. You do your way out of it. Yes. Don't have a good day, have a great day. So guys, let's go do life. Let's not think it. Go do it. And then my famous Jason Bourne theme song. Let me put that on. You can sit around for that if you like it.